welcome from my side, and thanks for joining us to hear about Borouge. I'm going to take you now into the downstream sector, petrochemicals. What is Borouge doing? We're producing high-value polyolefins, meaning PE and PP, polyethylene and polypropylene. I'm going to show you what makes our product different and a little bit about the growth story that is ahead of us. We try to summarize essentially our investment case on one slide. So let me try to talk you through. But first of all, give you a little glimpse on where we end with our production. We end our production with the pellets. Everything else is then done by our customers, providing the product to the market that you all know. Pipes, electricity cable, automotive part, smart packaging. What makes Borouge different? We're focusing with our business on the high growth markets. A large portion of what we're selling, of what we're marketing, goes to the Asia-Pacific region. Naturally, one of the regions which grows most. A region also where we have long-term fundamentals. Important for us also, we have direct market access. Borouge is not selling our product through distributors in most of the cases. We talk directly to the customer. Why is that important? When we talk afterwards about the technology and what makes the product different, you will understand that there is also a certain storyline that you need to get across to the customer. Number two, clearly first cost quartile positioning. We had Peter talking about ADNOC gas. ADNOC gas delivers essentially our feedstock to us. Two things which are important. A long-term reliable contract for the feedstock and an attractive price. If you look at the cost curve, we are clearly first cost quartile. That comes on one hand from the access to advantaged feedstock, ample feedstock, but also from another angle. We're operating here in Ruwais, the largest integrated petchem site on the globe. If you Google it, pretty amazing. And we're about now to build Borouge 4. Going to talk about that in a second. So cost competitiveness at the edge with a large-scale production, economies of scale, and a long-term access to advantaged feedstock. What was the idea in 1998 when Borouge was created as a joint venture between Borealis and ADNOC? The idea was to marry up the feedstock angle with a superior technology. And this superior technology is called Borstar. Borstar essentially allows us to produce better polyolefins, better PE, better PP. What can that be? Longevity, easier recyclability, physical properties, and it goes up to spaces where we say nobody else can play in terms of the quality and the purity of the product. Equally important, a strong brand. We have over time delivered a very, very strong brand name and access to the market. This promise for quality where our customers can rely on. That leads ultimately to the next angle, differentiated products. And why is it important to have those differentiated products? It's important because we can command a premium over the market. Our products can yield a higher price. Now you will say, why is somebody wanting to pay a premium for the same material? It's not the same material. There's a lot of innovation going into it. We have a great innovation center here in Abu Dhabi, which is forming part of an international innovation center network. We're always on the forefront, together with our partners, together with our shareholders, to develop new products which push the boundaries to the edge. Electricity cable, high voltage cables, longer living materials for the pipe sector. What does that mean? We're saying our long-term guidance is we should be able to, across the cycle, yield $200 more premium per ton in polyethylene and roughly $140 on polypropylene. This allows us to have a very, very robust cash generation. We have a reliable dividend, which is in a cyclical environment like petrochemicals, not the norm. Borouge stands out as the powerhouse here. We have given 1.3 billion of dividend commitment for 2024, which is a 6.5% dividend yield. And the colleagues have been talking about growth. The good thing is growth is already in the backyard. Not even in the backyard, it's in the center of Ruwais. If you look at what we're currently constructing with Borouge 4, that's the fourth expansion of our product line here. 1.4 million tons of additional capacity coming on stream. 28% of capacity increase. And in addition to that, we're also looking into international expansion across the boundaries. So if you look at what we have been delivering in terms of the IPO promises, we are clearly the global leader in premium polyolefin solutions. And I all encourage you, go to our website, download the presentation, look at the great products. You will recognize some of them. There is a lot of movement in there. It's a growing market, and one thing that is for sure, if we want to address the meta challenges we have around energy transition, around access to safe and clean water, reducing emissions with lightweight cars, intelligent and recyclable packaging, we are in the center of that. We have depicted here, and I talked to you about, the premium that we're able to get across the cycle. $244 per ton in polyethylene and $162, which we have been able to reap in the last period. We're developing, as you said, as you have been seeing here, the world's largest single-site polyolefin complex. And our utilization rates of the assets are great. If you look at how the assets are running, they run like Swiss clocks. 106% utilization rate in polyethylene and 109% in polypropylene. Our EBITDA margin is clearly above all the peers. If you look at the sector, 40% plus EBITDA margin stands out. We're also well positioned for that growth. And let me also add one thing. Borouge is one of the sole companies with the Borouge 1, Borouge 2, and the Borouge 3 project who has been able to consistently deliver large-scale projects on time and on budget. 1.3 times net debt to EBITDA and a cash conversion rate of 95% provides us a very stable basis for growth. And as I said, the growth, particularly with Borouge 4 and the debottlenecking that we're doing, is already in the backyard. Let's come to the last point, but not the least exciting point, around the dividend payout. As I said, we're operating in a cyclical industry, but we're the best in that industry. We can deliver stable profits. We have paid out already 2.9 billion in dividends since the IPO. Our dividend yield is 6.5%. Which is certainly, combined with our pre-programmed growth, a very good approach to look into invest in Borouge. So I invite you, if you have any additional questions, the team is here, I'm around, happy to talk to you about. Otherwise, all the material is available on the internet. Exciting case, and we're looking forward to a very good journey going forward with the further growth that we have on the radar. Thank you so much. Thank you.